my name is Sam, and thanks for checking out this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, give the video a thumbs up, and hit the little bell notification to find out when I post new videos. But I post videos on Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. Just FYI. So considering how, abominable my self-control was for the past, 3 months, I was very good this month. The month of May was actually relatively calm and controlled when it comes to the amount of books that I bought. So this is definitely going to be a shorter video than my last 3 monthly haul ones. But I did buy a couple books, so I want to show them just in case you don't watch my vlog. The first book that I picked up was The Queen of Sorrow by Sarah Beth Durst. This is the third and I believe final book in the Queens of Renthia series. I have them somewhere on my shelves. I have too many books. There are two queens essentially that are kind of working together. They have, positives and negatives that kind of balance out with each other, and they're trying to defeat the spirits that used to be controlled by them in this world but are no longer, and they're kind of the villains. And it's really, really interesting, and I love the series. The first book was alright for me. It was 3.5. The second book was so good, so I'm hoping this book will be even better. So I'm going to read the first two, though, before I think I pick this one up finally. When I saw this book on sale for Mother's Day for $10, and I already wanted it desperately, the same day, basically, as my birthday, I splurged and picked up the third and final book in this wonderful series, Rich People Problems in paperback. It was $10. It's, a very well-known book. It's kind of relatively new, within the last, year or two, and I'm trash for this series. I'm in the middle of reading the second one. I'm already crazy in love with it the way I was the first book. So I have the third book now, and I think I'm going to read this in July, and then I'll be ready for the movie in August. On that same trip, I wanted extra plum points because there was a sale going on, and I saw this cover and was like, girl, you got to buy it. So I picked up Dragon's Green, the first book in the World Quake series by Scarlett Thomas. I couldn't remember who, I'd heard the author's name before, and I remember referencing it to, I think it was A Study in Scarlet, but I don't think it's that same author. I think she wrote something else. But nonetheless, look at that cover. And I honestly just picked it up on the cover alone because there's dragons, in the background, and then all the magic and the ombre. But I actually read the summary, and there's a girl who's given, this silver ring to protect her grandfather's, powerful library, which, automatically, I'm gonna read that. And then, all of a sudden, some powerful books falls into the hand of a sketchy scholar, and adventure ensues with some friends. And it's obviously a middle grade based on that summary and the cover, but I'm so excited to read this. And I don't know when I'll get to it, but it just looks really, really cool. I also picked up Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I've seen this cover quite a few places, actually, since it came out, and I've heard nothing but fantastic things about the writing. And I know it's supposed to be a contemporary mystery, I believe, where someone shows up to a school, and there's a cold case there of a crime that happened 80 years ago, and the people who show up are gonna solve it or something along that lines. But the summary sounds interesting to me alone, but the concept of it being really good writing, I'm really, really excited for that. And the cover is really, really bold too. I love that. I love the blue. Then I very eagerly, when I found out this book was coming out, picked up The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I am so excited to read this. The little blurber thing is interesting alone, but there's the tagline is, she's a peasant, she's a student, she's a soldier, she is a goddess. And I know that there's a nationwide competition to find the most talented swordsman or something like that, and it's a lowly peasant girl or something, and there's supposed to be lots of action, and I'm just so excited. The title alone got me all whoa, okay, that's something I need to read the summary of. And then I saw the cover and was like, well, I probably have to buy it now. And then I read the summary, and it sounds really, really cool. And I'm hoping to get to this one in July. I think that'll be the latest I put it off to. I may sneak it into June. We'll see. Then I got my copy of Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett. I'm so excited about this. I got the physical arc a couple days, really, before the final copy came out, so I didn't get a chance to read the arc yet, but I am just so excited to read this. Once again, I think it's going to be my July TBR, but it also looks kind of dark, so I may be able to push it off and just maybe go to August or September-y, fallish, winterish kind of weather. I don't know. We'll see. But I just know there's two polar opposite people. The female is the daughter of a cast off soldier who tried to kill the king, and then the king's heir falls into trouble, and then she saves him and something like that. So I'm really excited about that. I even got the pre-order like character cards too. So I'm super curious, and I really hope I like this series because I have a physical arc, the character cards, and this copy. So what's the cover? Like, look at that. It's so cool. And the name is just so, like, legit. It's such a good title. Then I, at my library for free, found the books Destined, Spells and Illusions, all by April Lynn Pike. I believe someone told me in the comment section somewhere this is book 2, 3, and 4 in the Wing series, which I've never read that series. I don't own Winged, but maybe I'll borrow it from the library. And all I've read by April Lynn Pike is Glitter, and it's like one of my favorite books ever. And I have to read that sequel, the sequel to Glitter, soon. But I'm really excited to have these, and I really enjoyed her writing. So, and I think this is supposed to be like fairies or something. I know there's like mythology, but I honestly don't even remember what the summary is anymore, even though I read it a couple days ago. But hopefully I can start this series later on this year. If not, you know, it'll put on the 2019 goals. So I actually received an e-arc of this, but I was never able to read it just because I was having eye problems with reading on devices. So I was at Walmart and the paperback was available for like $10. It basically just jumped into my basket after that. I don't know what happened. But All the Ever Afters, The Untold Story of Cinderella's Stepmother by Jennifer Teller. I don't really think I need to describe the book. The subtitle kind of says it all. And I believe she's actually a Canadian author. I think she lives now in like California, but she's originally from I want to say Quebec or something like that. I know it's like she got her degree at McGill University or something like that. So if not, I'm just totally lying, and we just get to claim her as Canadian because publishers don't really publish big. Well, really, they don't do any big releases for Canadian authors. They just pretend we don't exist when it comes to book. Okay, I'm getting on a rant again. But yeah, so All the Ever Afters. Then my wonderful, wonderful, beautiful friend Amanda for my birthday sent me a box, including the third book in the Lotus Wars series in paperback to match my other two of the series. I am so excited. This is the, I think, first, like, it's his debut trilogy from Jay Kristoff. And, it's just, I'd be floored and honestly so disappointed if I didn't like this series. But I'm so excited to get this going. He just actually announced that they're pushing back the release date of the third book in the Nevernight series for like a year. I have to wait until like September 2019 to read it, which is just so immensely offensive, and I'm so sad. And but I guess I'm trying to be glass half full because I can't change it now. But maybe this will give me time to read Lotus Wars. Second to last, I picked up Brightly Burning by Alexa Dawn. This was the book in the May Shelf Love Crate box, and it's a Jane Eyre retelling. I've never actually read Jane Eyre. I probably couldn't even, in a multiple choice situation, pick the summary out of what Jane Eyre is about. I know it's old classic, and I know sometimes I get hated on for not reading those, but I find them immensely boring, and a lot of the stuff doesn't translate nowadays, so kind of like the whimsy of it is kind of like taken away. But maybe I'll read Jane Eyre and then read this one. Who knows? But it looks really cool, the cover alone, and there's like silhouettes in the middle, and it's a debut author, and it came with a book plate, so I'm gonna give it a go. Hopefully by the end of this year. And lastly, a book that I imagine everyone picked up in May, or will be picking up in June if they didn't pick it up in May, was Akafas by Sarah J. Maas. This is oh my goodness, I don't know what happened there. This is the novella in between book 3 and 4 of the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and it deals a lot with the coping of the Night Court and all our ragtag team and Reese and Feyre, and you get several different perspectives, and it's about these winter solstice, so right around Christmas, and there's a lot of POVs and a lot of coping that happens and just trying to pick up the pieces after everything that happened. Oh my good God, why can't I speak? After everything that happened in Akawar. So, some people have hated it. I actually really enjoyed it for what it was. And, yeah, so. And it came, the Indigo edition has, I don't know how different it is from other exclusive editions, but it has, like, all the fan art in it. So those are all the books that I bought this month, and I think, what was it? I think it's like, yeah, I kept it to under 15. I got 13 books this month, and I read more than that. So I am counting that as progress, okay? Progress. I will link all of these books in the description down below to their Goodreads pages, so take a look there, and feel free also to check out the links to my social media. If you follow me, I will follow you back.